Panthers go into St. Louis, and they have, for the first time in 4 years, we don't want to talk much about that because we know what happens the day after. It was that one. We go into St. Louis, and we did our part, 5-1. I do apologize for talking a little bit lower because I do have this problem, a headache problem, and I don't know if you can hear my window, but there's a really nasty storm outside, and I kind of want to do this as quickly as I can. If God forbid I lose power, but hopefully it doesn't come down to it. But anyway, enough of that. We go into St. Louis on our final, our final game of the road trip. That's our fourth game of the road trip. And we took care of business. And not before the homecoming of this guy, Matthew TKACHUK. A little bit of homecoming, and that's where he grew up. And my man has scored himself a freaking hat trick. Back-to-back games were a Panther player. Last Saturday, it was Sam Reinhart. And now Matthew TKACHUK in this game in St. Louis. Now that's something special. And his father Keith was there. So you got to see it happen up front. So it's Anthony Stollarts, a backup goalie, going up against a player that dominated us in their home, Joe Hofer. And this time we figured him out, and we did just bad damage as they did to us back at December. So, and that was our last loss up until this point. We got ourselves a little revenge. So we start off with the Florida win face-off, and we got ourselves a little bit of trouble in 3 minutes and 24 seconds in the game, assisted by Jake Neighbors and Brandon Saad. That's Neighbors' third assist of the season, and Brandon Saad's eighth assist of the season. With his wrist shot, it's Braden Shen. That's his ninth goal of the season, and he got some up front for St. Louis in this one, 1-0. So a little bit of bad vibe, but not too much. Scott Pernovic gets called for tripping on Lundell. So that's a power play for Florida. And TKACHUK really trying to lay it in on Hofer, but penalty would be killed off. So we're going to skip that a little bit, and then Matthew TKACHUK gets called for tripping on Torrey Krug. St. Louis goes on the power play, and really good penalty killed by Florida. This penalty was also killed off. Then we got this goal, assisted by Jonah Gajovic and William Lockwood. That's his first NHL point of the season. Kevin Stenlin, that's his 8th career goal in the season. I shouldn't say 8th career goal. I should say 8th goal of the season. That's his career high. So congratulations for Kevin Stenlin. He has definitely earned this one. And just like that, Florida ties this one 1-1. By the way, I thought Lockwood played terrific in this game. He stole a puck from St. Louis player on the odd man rush. He would have scored that goal, but that puck got away from him in the last moment or two, so he didn't get the goal. But still, great effort by William Lockwood. He definitely tried. And then there was something going on. There was a foul on both teams. Penalties on both teams, I say. Both get caught in a conflict, pushing and shoving. Things get personal. Pavel Bunchnevich and Ekman Larson both get called for a penalty. Bunchnevich gets called for roughing, and Ekman Larson gets called for unsportsmanlike conduct, and so it became a 4-on-4. But then Jordan Cryu gets called for a tripping on Forsling. That's a 4-on-3. And that we start the second period on a 4-on-3 scenario, and the 4-on-3 was killed off, so it became a power play for Florida. And and we got a goal. It's Matthew Tkachuk was 28th assist of the season, and who else? Barkov's 33rd assist of the season, assisting you know who. If Barkov's involved with this assist, you know who's got to finish the puck off. It's Sam Reinhart with the wrist shot. That's his 29th goal of the season. 29th goal of the season. So his red hot season continues, and he's not slowing down. Just about 45 seconds after that goal, we have a double minor. It's Sam Bennett's high sticking gets called against Brandon Saad, and Saad got clobbered in the jaw. That looked to be hurt, in all fairness. So Bennett gets called for a double minor high stick. So it's a 4-minute power play for St. Louis. And St. Louis has some chances. We got Kevin Hayes trying to get something in, Brayden Schenn, Robert Thomas. And since that first goal given up by Stolarz has been magnificent. And what do you know? This double minor gets killed off. Oh shoot, you can hear that weather from outside. So I'm going to try to get this done sooner. But anyway, we're going to skip ahead a little bit. There were some chances by St. Louis getting some big hits on the Panthers side. No penalties been called, and there were some clean hits, in all fairness. We're going to skip ahead towards a little bit at the end of the second period. Second period, there was a penalty on Florida for a high stick on Lundell against Kevin Hayes. That will wind up being a 2-minute minor instead of a 4-minute double minor. And we start the third period with being shorthanded. So we start off with the penalty kill. That gets killed off. And we have this snapshot, assisted by Carver Hagee. That's his 18th assist of the season. Off a snapshot, falling over on the ice, trying to get this. Matthew Tkachuk. That's his 9th goal of the season. Playing very good hockey as of the new year. At the new year. Playing his great hockey. He's starting to reemerge himself. And he's starting to spark some hope for the Florida Panthers in the future. Oh, wait, it's not over yet. Because we have another goal. 5 minutes and 57 seconds in. Assisted by Gustav Forsling. That's his 12th assist of the season. And Anton Lundell with his 11th assist of the season. And in all fairness, I thought Forsling got this goal. But guess who really scored this goal off this tip-in? It's Matthew Tkachuk. That's his 2nd goal of the night. His 10th goal of the season. It's now 4-1 Florida. And you see the boards that said go for 11 goals, get the hat trick. And he would eventually do so. But not before. We got some pushing and shoving. Oscar Sundqvist gets called for a boarding, which now I know what boarding is. He basically pushed someone violently to the board. And Gazovich with the response, he beats up Sundqvist, and both of them were charged by a penalty. It ends up being a 4-on-4, 2 minutes. I thought for sure boarding would be a 5-minute major, but anyway, it's a 2-on-2, 4-on-4. 2-minute 4-on-4, I should say. And both of them were get killed off, so not much to say about that one. Then, Robert Thomas, a little bit after that, gets called for a high sticking on Lomberg. Lomberg gets caught in the jaw, or the mouth rather, so no bleeding there from him, so thank goodness for that. Regardless of that, Robert Thomas gets called for high sticking. That's a 2-minute minor from them. And Florida will go on the power play. Florida's trying to get this goal, and more importantly, Matthew Tkachuk trying to get this goal. He winds up missing a couple of times. And then, by this point on, 16 minutes and 34 seconds into the third period, so that means 3 minutes and 26 seconds left of the third period. I think it was an empty net. And Tkachuk, they're trying to find Tkachuk. They want him to get this hat trick in St. Louis. Eventually, he found the right spot. An assist by Dmitry Kulikov. That's his 10th assist of the year. Off the wrist shot of the empty netter. Matthew Tkachuk, he'd stun it. His 3rd hat trick as a Panther. And he freaking buries it with the wrist shot. I think that's his 3rd assist as a Panther. I could be wrong, but he gets this one. That's his hat trick. And Florida would win this one 5-1. And Florida played great hockey as of right now in the year 2024. Power play, we got one power play goal. We got one more shot compared to St. Louis. More hits than St. Louis. One more face-off win than St. Louis. They got more power play opportunities than Florida, but all of them were killed off. Florida got 2 more minutes of a penalty minutes because it was because of that one double minor, but all's good. 10 block shots, both even with takeaways, but St. Louis with more giveaways. So there's an advantage for Florida there, and Florida playing magnificent hockey. 3rd time in franchise history, winning streak this large is in the history books. Absolutely amazing stuff. We remember that time where Florida wins 12 straight in the 15-16 season, and we especially remember as of recently that 13-game win streak in the 2021-2022 season with Florida. I mean, this is such a great hockey team. Absolutely, Florida Panthers, absolutely fun to watch. I enjoyed every moment of this since the 2024 calendar year has started. They started with the Vegas win, and they carried on all the way to the last team they have lost to in St. Louis. By the way, the last goal in that St. Louis game years ago was Vincent Trocheck. Now, it's Tkachuk doing it in St. Louis, Missouri. Absolutely amazing stuff there. As of right now, because I started recording this immediately after the game is over, there's no stars of the game yet, as I'm going to check their social media for any updates, and as of right now, there is none right now. But what I'm going to predict this. I'm going to say definitely Matthew Tkachuk getting a star of the game. I'm also going to try to say, how about put in Lockwood? That's a bold prediction. Or Sam Reinhart. One of those two is accept. I feel like both of them deserve a stars of the game, especially Reinhart or Lockwood. Lockwood definitely played great tonight. But you gotta give Anthony Stolarz 3 stars. Absolutely give him stars of the game because he played magnificent goaltending. There was one point where he was right on top of it, but that puck went loose between the legs, and somebody was it Bennett? I'm not sure. I don't remember who it was. But it was still loose in front of the empty net while Stolarz thought he had it on top of it. But somebody saved it off for Stolarz. Such an amazing rescue by Florida. And Florida would carry on this streak going on. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That scared the crap out of me. Oh, jeez. I didn't know why the hockey game decided to play on ESPN as I'm trying to do a recap. But anyway, that's it for this video. I know it's a little bit of a shorter one, but there's really not much to say other than Florida just dominated St. Louis as revenge for what they did to us in Florida. And also, too, there's a crazy storm out there. So I definitely don't want to lose battery in during the nights where the rain's supposed to be heaviest. So I'm definitely going to want to get this up now in case something bad happens, which I doubt it. But, just a precautionary thing, But anyway, 2 games tomorrow. At least I think there's 2 games tomorrow. Let me double check real quick. I think it's all basketball. Yeah, we got Miami Hurricanes versus Louisville on ACC Network. And then I think you got the Miami Heat tomorrow against Oklahoma City Thunder. Yep. So both of them start a half hour apart. And with that being said, let's go Panthers. Absolutely amazing game by everyone, especially Matthew Tkachuk in this game. Definitely deserves a jersey worn right now in this video. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it. For those who live in the storm spots during the country, please stay safe. Absolutely, please stay safe. I hate what would happen if something happens. I just hate it. I love everyone. I absolutely love everyone. And whoever's in that zone, winter storm or tornadoes I heard in Georgia, and some rain squalls happening in Florida as well. regardless where you are, I hope you stay safe. I'm praying that nothing happens. Not that it will, but definitely praying. But anyway, guys, with that being said, let's end this video. Have a good night, everybody. If you have enjoyed this video and the game, please hit the like button, subscribe my content, because Miami Chief, you guys are back. And when he does, he'll be right there with the free entertainment you deserve. This is Miami TVG. Signing out, folks. Good night, everybody, and go Cats.